Broadcasting more than 2,000 games live and archived in 15 sports in over 10 counties in western Pennsylvania, as well as being the exclusive home for all the WPIAL playoffs and championships for nearly 2 decades. Anytime, anywhere, always there. We are the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Welcome to coverage of WPIAL Wrestling 2017-2018 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. High school wrestling at tribhssn.triblive.com is sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlow University, by AstroTurf, and by Trib Total Media. Now let's head out to the gym for all the mat action here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Welcome in to Trinity High School and the site of the WPIAL AAA Championship match here between the Canon-McMillan Big Macs and the Kiski Cavaliers. Both of them coming off wins just moments ago here in the semifinals at Trinity. Canon-McMillan with a 47-17 win over Seneca Valley, and Kiski got past Waynesburg by a score of 39-26. Seneca Valley and Waynesburg will be wrestling for third place on the mat right next to this one, and the top 3 teams from today's action will be heading on into the state team tournament. For these 2 teams, Canon-McMillan and for Kiski, both of these teams know that they are headed to Hershey and the state tournament, which begins on Thursday. Now the only thing left to decide is who will be crowned the WPIAL champion. Last year it was the same matchup, Kiski versus Canon-Mac in the championship final, and last year it went the way of the Kiski Cavaliers. Canon-McMillan will be looking to avenge that loss, which is something they have already done earlier in this season. Canon-McMillan versus Kiski back on December 22nd. The Canon-Mac Big Macs with a 36-27 win over Kiski. It was a tight one, and there was one key member of the Cavaliers who was missing. That was heavyweight Isaac Reed, and his presence today could make a difference for the Kiski Cavaliers. We will step aside. I'm Jason Tennant broadcasting from Trinity High School. We will have all this live video feed for you here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Back to Trinity after this.
UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
380 Discount Warehouse in Murraysville carries a full line of brand new furniture at discount pricing. 380 Discount Warehouse carries Ashley, Liberty, Vaughn Bassett, and Best Home Furniture, and many more. You can special order your furniture at discount pricing. While you're there, shop the many other departments, including tools, automotive, food, pet and wildlife, household goods and cleaning supplies, lawn and garden, and seasonal holiday decor. Visit them on the web at shop380.com or on the road at Route 380 in Murraysville. Open Tuesday through Sunday 9 to 5. Shop 380 Discount Warehouse and save big.
If you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
Want to thank both 380 Discount Warehouse and Seton Hill University coming on as new sponsors here of our wrestling coverage. Want to quickly run down the weigh-in sheets as we are going to get going here very quickly. We're going to start at 285 pounds. GMR Ramos for Canon-Mac versus Isaac Reed of Kiski. At 106, Jimmy Baxter at Canon-Mac. Julian Jones, Sammy Starr for Kiski. At 113, Michael Binney for Canon-Mac. It'll be either Dom Giordano or Damian Warnick for Kiski. At 120, Jacob Garner or Logan Macri for Canon-Mac. Darren Miller for Kiski. At 126, Kenny Heyman of Canon-Mac. Bobby Lawrence of Kiski. At 132, Ryan Clendaniel, Blake Joseph, Remington Ross weigh in for Canon-Mac. Jared Cercio for Kiski. At 138, Tim Pritzko of Canon-Mac versus Noah Levitt of Kiski. At 145, Saul Martinez, Dimitri Payu, Tanner Rohaley for Canon-Mac. Cam Connor for Kiski. At 152, Skylar Adams, Mitchell Winsheimer for Canon-Mac, Jack Bloomer for Kiski, Mahanri Wolfgram at 160 for Canon-Mac, Nick Delp for Kiski at 160. Underway, I'll get to that in just a moment. 170, Tyler Kerr, Evan Miller, Garrett Ninehouse for Canon-Mac, Hunter Diltz, Dylan Mullen, Cullen Murray, or Justin Hessam for Kiski. At 182, Demir Green or Patrick Rodenbaugh for Canon-Mac, Logan Pollock or Merle Waldenville for Kiski. 195, Alec Hendel or Jacob Minnis for Canon-Mac. Troy Kuhn, Danny Starr for Kiski. And finally, Zach Rohaley for Canon-Mac. At 220, Zach Insko for Kiski. We saw right there the two heavyweights just coming off the mat, the big boys on the mat. Bigger mats for bigger boys. Sometimes it can be something that we say. But Kiski, Isaac Reed out in front here. He gets the opening takedown here over GMR Ramos, and quickly trying to turn Ramos here is Isaac Reed and get the Kiski Cavaliers started off on the right foot. And very close to getting the fall here is Isaac Reed, and he will get the fall in just 38 seconds. Your winner is Isaac Reed. Kiski goes up 6-0. Back with 106 after this from the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Here at 106, we have Kiski's Sammy Starr taking on Canon-Mac's Jimmy Baxter. And in on a single leg here is Starr, looking to finish this takedown right in the center of the mat. Coming up through the crotch, though, as you see Jimmy Baxter there for Canon-Mac trying to fight this off, and this might result, I was going to say maybe a stalemate, but instead we get a potentially dangerous call, and we'll have a restart just 21 seconds in. Kiski off to a great start here with the fall for Isaac Reed. And keep in mind, Reed did not wrestle when these two met back in December, already making his presence felt here. That in December, Ramos picked up a 3-1 decision over Zach Insko. So a 9-point swing, if you look at it that way, for Kiski, as you take the 3 away from Canon-Mac and you give 6 to Kiski. And that's where we start today at heavyweight. Now we get the stalemate call here in the center between Baxter and Starr. Thanks for joining us here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Live video footage here from the WPIAL AAA Wrestling Championships. Wrapping up the team season, if you will. Individuals, of course, still yet to get underway, but both these teams you see here today, Canon-Mac and Kiski, are headed to Hershey. A lot of these kids making 2 trips to Hershey. They'll go as a team this coming week, starting on Thursday. They'll go in March as individuals. Shot here by Baxter. He's deep on a single leg and a nice shot there. And Baxter looking to finish this takedown on the edge. Grabbing the leg to fight it off is Sammy Starr, and may have enough to fight this off. It's not 2 yet. Now it is 2. Opening takedown goes to Jimmy Baxter of Canon-Mac. Time expires in the first period. Baxter with a 2-0 lead. Jimmy Baxter picked up Jimmy Baxter lost in the semifinals to Seneca Valley's Alejandro Herrera by a decision of 4-0. Meanwhile, Sammy Starr picked up a fall in his bout over Hunter Shriver. So both these guys on opposite ends here in this bout so far. Baxter working from the bottom here to start the second period. Here's a half by Starr, and he's going to try to run this maybe straight forward. Doesn't get anywhere with that. Now Baxter close to getting out from underneath. Starr with a little readjustment there to get in better position and maintain control, although now he'll slip around behind, and in better position here is Sammy Starr. These two did not meet in the regular season match. Baxter actually got a fall in that match, but he wrestled Julian Jones that night instead of Sammy Starr. It was a fall in 340. I will continue to compare notes from that matchup that happened back on December 22nd to see how things play out differently today. Tried to chin him back there, did Starr, but right to his base is Baxter. Now tries to sit out here. Baxter close to getting a reversal, but good job by Starr to get through that. 40 seconds though. Now Starr getting very high, and there coming out the back door is Jimmy Baxter. He'll pick up the 2-point reversal when it's 4-0 in favor of Canon-Mac's Jimmy Baxter. Down to 10 seconds. Baxter just looking to maintain control and ride out the period. Should be Starr's choice to choose bottom here. He'll work from the bottom, trailing 4-0 here will Sammy Starr. Jimmy Baxter. Oh, look at this. Starr just jumps him right over the top and gets the 2-point reversal, and it's 4-2. Starr didn't have a whole lot of luck last period trying to turn Baxter. We'll see if he tries to work for a fall or whether he decides to let him up and possibly get it with takedowns. But right now he's working on top. Here is Sammy Starr. Trailing 4-2, Starr in control. Half Nelson applied here by Sammy Starr on the left side. Now he is just going to let him up, it appears. They separate with 1:07 on the clock, and it's a 3-point lead for Baxter. Baxter shoots in. Panning back is Starr. And now a bit of an awkward position. Starr didn't get clear behind. And Baxter able to work for a takedown. This is kind of a who's got who right now on the edge. Canon-Mac was calling for 2, now Kiski calling for 2, and I think it might end up being nothing here. No. Sammy Starr's going to get the takedown on the edge. He'll cut it to 5-4, trying to turn Baxter, but they're out of bounds. And they're going to say let him up on the restart here and work for a takedown to even up the match. Yeah, they're going to let him up. So give the point. It's 6-4 in favor of Baxter of Canon-Mac. Front headlock there from Baxter. Can't get around behind. 25 seconds to go. And now Baxter might take Starr right to his back, and he got the fall. What a turn of events. Jimmy Baxter gets the fall in 5:40. And that is big. A big 6 points for Canon-Mac. We are tied at 6 as we head to 1:13 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Recor-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
Here we are at 113, and we've got Canon-Mac's Michael Binney taking on Kiski's Dom Giordano. Tied at 6 in the team score, back-to-back falls. The first one was almost expected. That second one kind of came out of nowhere for Jimmy Baxter and evened up the score. That was a big swing for Canon-Mac there. And now an opening takedown for Binney. And Binney leads 2-0 here over Giordano. He'll let him up and give the 1-point escape, 2-1. Looking for another takedown, maybe right into a near side cradle here. Gives up on that. Just settles in on top, 4-1. Now he's going to let him up again, 4-2, Binney. Out of bounds, 55 seconds on the clock, 4-2 in favor of Canon-Mac's Michael Binney. The Big Macs looking for their first lead here. Third bout of the match. On the leg there is Binney. Staying persistent with it, trying to drive in here is Binney. But Giordano in a nice spot here. If he could get that leg free, might be able to come around behind. Short on time, down to 13 seconds. Trying to break that grip of Binney here is Giordano. Oh, and a little too rough with that. We're going to get a 1-point penalty point awarded to Binney. Basically a punch, if you saw it there, come from Giordano. I'm not sure it was meant to be as violent as it was, but nonetheless, it's a point for Binney, and it's 5-2. Looks like Seneca Valley is now taking a 10-0 lead after a major decision at heavyweight and a fall at 106. Seneca Valley leads Waynesburg 10-0. Again, the third and final berth to the state tournament is up for grabs there between Waynesburg and Seneca Valley. Shooting in here is Binney after an escape to Giordano. 5-3 the score. Binney looking to finish this takedown, but we're going to get a stalemate call. Blood, I think. I think I saw some blood on the face of Michael Binney. So they'll have to get that taken care of. While they tend to him, we'll take a break. Back with more from Trinity here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Check out the new Trib Live High School Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Trib Live HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/Trib Live HSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Getting things taken care of here on Michael Binney, and should have action resuming momentarily. 5-3 Binney with the advantage here over Dom Giordano of Kiski. Underhooks there from Benny as he pans back as Giordano tries to just scooting along the mat here. Bring him back to the center after a stalemate, 5-3. Benny with the advantage. And Seneca Valley looking for a fall off to my right again. Looks like Seneca Valley going to take a big lead on the Waynesburg. It's actually Raiders versus Raiders on the second mat, and it will be 16-0 Seneca Valley after back-to-back falls at 106 and 113. Down to 30 seconds there in the second period. We've had the same score this entire period after Giordano got an early escape. It's been 5-3 ever since. And now working for a takedown here is Giordano on the edge, and he's got it, and we're tied at 5. And that's the way the second period comes to a close. Tied at 5, Benny's choice. He'll choose bottom. And going to cut him loose here is Giordano, so it's now 6-5 in favor of Benny. Shot attempt here by Benny. Gets in on the leg, trying to drive through this. Trying to get through the crotch here is Giordano's got the, I thought he had the ankle, just had the toes really of Benny to try to fight this off. And now they're sprawled out on the edge. And this may get a stale, well, not going to get a stalemate yet. As Giordano trying to improve his position maybe a little bit. Now they will call it to the center, 6-5. Benny with the slim 1-point advantage. We had a tight one in the last bout as well before all of a sudden Baxter picked up the fall. And now looking for the 2 here is Giordano again, but now we're back in the same position. Giordano in on a single leg and Benny trying to fight it off, but Benny doesn't have much. Just trying to get that leg, and now he's going to give up the 2. 7-6. Giordano takes the lead. Benny to his feet will try to peel the hands away. Brought back down, now sit-out attempt here by Michael Benny. Can't get away, 34 seconds. Now he will. Escape to Benny, and we're tied at 7 with 28 seconds on the clock. Clock didn't stop. I thought they did blow the whistle. I thought they did. 4 seconds ran off that clock. I thought they had blown the whistle with 28. They didn't do anything to fix the time. Down to 12 seconds. Giordano is in deep on this single, but I don't know. Now he switched to a double, but locked through the crotch there is Benny, and looks like we're going to go to overtime. First overtime bout today here at Trinity in either the semifinals or these matches happening now. Have not seen any extra wrestling today, but now we do. Sudden victory period here between Baxter and Giordano. If someone scores a takedown in this period, it is over. And Benny's in on a double leg shot. Wraps that leg around as well. If he can get his head free. Yeah. Now it's Giordano trying to break the grip. Still driving in is Benny. He can't get there. And now close to breaking that grip here is Giordano. Not able to get around behind. 15 seconds. Sudden victory period. Look out here. And they're both going to settle in for the tiebreaker periods. Giordano looks to be a little winded. Well, you could probably say the same for Benny. 30-second tiebreaker periods. And it'll be Benny to go bottom here first. There'll be two of these 30-second periods. One where Benny has bottom or has choice. He chooses bottom here. He'll try to score, but the first score here will not end it. There will be another 30-second tiebreaker period, regardless of what happens here, unless it's a fall. And how about this? Rolling around and possibly getting the reversal here. Benny, no. They never awarded control, and it was close. But he never got control there. And we stayed tied to a second tiebreaker period where surely Giordano will look to escape to win. A score will not end it. They will wrestle the full 30 seconds. So even if he escapes, Benny has a chance to try to take him back down and win it. But we only got 22 seconds on the clock. Stalemate, 14 seconds. Benny scored first, so it would be his choice in the ultimate tiebreaker period if we get there. Benny just hanging on that leg. And we're going to go to ultimate tiebreaker. Choice should be Benny. He may choose top here because neither has been able to escape. He is going to choose bottom. Here it is. If Benny escapes, he wins. If Giordano holds him down, he wins. And what? Just like that, 2 seconds in, Michael Benny in ultimate tiebreaker is going to win it 8-7. And it's 9-6 in favor of the Big Macs. Back with 120 after this on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Hi, this is Josh Roundtree with the new Trib Live High School Sports Network's PIHL Power Play Show. This winter, myself and the coach, Kevin Zlomansky, will bring you the most comprehensive coverage of high school hockey in Western PA. Hey, Kevin, any suggestions on how we can pull it off?
We're not goons. We're not bullies. No matter what people say or do, we have to be ourselves.
Okay. Well, word is that you've been letting success go to your head a bit.
Okay, what I do is none of your business. Is that clear?
This should be a fun season. It's the PIHL Power Play Show every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Good one here. We've got Logan Macri of Canon-Mac, Darren Miller of Kiski. And these two have not met this season, I don't think. Let me see. No. Thought maybe they had, but Macri actually bumped up to 126 back in December when these two met. (9-6) our team score after a thrilling victory for Michael Benny in ultimate tiebreaker. Macri in on this leg here. And 2 points awarded to Logan Macri. Next door here, it's 19-0 in favor of Seneca Valley. It looked like Louis Newell picked up a decision over Jackson Henson, or excuse me, Wyatt Henson. And that would have been a nice matchup, I'm sure. So far, it's been it's Raiders versus Raiders, but it's been all Seneca Valley Raiders over here in the third place bout. Macri leading 2-0, winding the first period down. And out of bounds they go, 7 seconds on the clock. all four teams that are here today also wrestled at the Powerade tournament at Canon-Mac in December, and there were some potential rematches from that tournament that were going to take place today. We've seen, I think we have seen a couple overall, but not many. The 1-point escape makes it 3-0 in favor of Macri. As far as Canon-Mac and Kiski are concerned, the only rematch they could have had from the Powerade would have been Michael Binney and Sammy Starr. They did not meet earlier in this match. Got the ankle now, does Macri, and he'll get the takedown. 5-0 Macri, and looks like he's going to easily let him up. Instead, shoves him back into the mat. Does not give up the escape. Now he will. 5-1. So no rematches really from Powerade, but again, as we go through that box score from December 22nd, which would have been a week before Powerade, these two teams met, and we will see if any rematches happen from that night. Exactly halfway through the bout. 1 minute to go, second period. 5-1 in favor of Logan Macri. .25 seconds to go here. Get a stall warning against Miller. Kiski coaches don't like it. And on a single here is Macri running short on time. Time expires. 5-1 remains the score at the end of 2. Darren Miller will choose bottom here for the third period, trailing by 4. Team score 9-6 in favor of Canon-Mac through 3 bouts. Looking maybe for a near side cradle here is Logan Macri. .30 seconds gone here in the third. Macri with a 5-1 lead and well in control here of Darren Miller. Miller trying to come up to his base, but Macri flattens him back out on the edge again. And they will go out of bounds. 57 seconds remaining here. Macri riding well on top here. 40 seconds to go. Has a leg in here, does Macri. Down to 25 seconds. Looks like he's going to be able to just ride this thing out. Miller trying to come to his feet, but broken back down. And we're down to 15 seconds. Kiski got the first win with a fall at heavyweight, but the next 3 bouts go the way of the Big Macs. This one a 5-1 decision for Logan Macri, and it's 12-6 in favor of the Big Macs. Back with 126-pound action right here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
While the weather outside may be frightful, the winter high school sports is delightful. That's here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Log on to the Trib, hssn.triblive.com for weekly audio and video coverage of boys and girls high school basketball, WPIAL wrestling, and PIHL high school hockey. The warmth and the glow of the winter sports season may be heard daily on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Back here at Trinity, and we have Jacob Gardner from Canon-Mac bumping up to 126 pounds. And he is facing Bobby Lawrence out of Kiski. Team score 12-6 in favor of the Big Macs. And we get a stalemate call with 1:16 to go here in this bout in the first period. Canon-Mac has rolled off 3 straight wins. All 3 were, well, pretty good bouts. I mean, Macri and Miller, that's a matchup of 2 solid wrestlers. The Michael Binney win in Ultimate Tiebreaker was a dramatic finish, and even the Baxter Sammy Starr bout was very tight and all of a sudden ended in a fall with 20 seconds on the clock. Out of bounds with 41 seconds remaining here first period between Gardner and Lawrence. Shot attempt here by Gardner. Gardner in on that leg. Pushing back here is Miller. Looking next door here, it's a decision win for Seneca Valley. It's 22-0 Seneca Valley over Waynesburg. The winner of that match does not automatically go to Hershey. They have a stop against the City League champion first on Monday. Whoever wins between Waynesburg and Seneca Valley will wrestle the City League champion Monday, and then the winner of that goes on to Hershey. Ordinarily, that is the WPIAL third place team that goes on. But they do have to wrestle on Monday before they go to Hershey. On to the second period we go. Scoreless here between Gardner and Lawrence. Gardner wrestled at 120 against Seneca Valley, and Macri bumped up. They do the reverse here with Macri wrestling at 120 and Gardner at 126. Gardner was defeated by technical fall to standout Louis Newell from Seneca Valley. We had a locked hands call for a 1-0 lead here now for Jacob Gardner. Bobby Lawrence was defeated by decision in the semifinals to Waynesburg's Nate Stevenson. So both these guys lost earlier this morning. And or I guess it was still the afternoon when that match happened. So earlier this afternoon, both coming off losses. 2-0 now after the escape for Gardner. And now Gardner reaches for the back as he kind of took a shot there as they go out of bounds. Doesn't need injury time, gets back into the middle, and a little wince on his face, but good to go. Go in almost looking for a bear hug, it looked like there from Lawrence, but is shook off by Gardner, and Gardner is struggling here. Took that shot to the lower back, and he's still showing a little discomfort as he comes back to the restart. Gardner with a 2-0 lead. Canon-Mac with a 12-6 lead in the team score. Shooting in here, and on the single is Gardner. Not going to be able to come up through the cross, it would not appear. He's got the stalemate here. .16 seconds remain, second period. 2-0 Gardner over Lawrence. Shot attempt here and shoved out of bounds. 7 seconds remain. Second period comes to a close. Jacob Gardner of Canon-Mac, 2-0 lead over Kiski's Bobby Lawrence. Gardner trying to extend the lead here for Canon-Mac. He'll work from the top in this third period. Gardner flattens Lawrence out here on the mat. .30 seconds gone in the third period. 2-0 Gardner. Now roll attempt here by Lawrence, close to getting away, but oh, nice job by Gardner to stay with him. Good work there by Gardner on 2 different occasions. It looked like Lawrence was going to be able to get away and could not. Now, Lawrence does get away. Cuts it to 2-1. 65 seconds to go in regulation. Right now, a penalty point the difference in this match. Now a stall as they warn Gardner for stalling as he backs out. One more of those would even the match. Shot attempt here by Gardner, but panning back and breaking the grip is Lawrence. Down to 24 seconds. Lawrence comes around behind and gets the takedown. 20 seconds remain, and they go out of bounds with 18 seconds on the clock. And Bobby Lawrence comes from behind with a takedown and now has to try to ride Jacob Gardner for 18 seconds. If Gardner gets away, we're tied. Down to 10 seconds, and man, heavy pressure on the waist there and they're gonna blow it dead. 7 seconds. And see if Lawrence can ride for 7 seconds, make this match a little tighter. Through the crotch here, now trying to sit out, ain't gonna happen. And Bobby Lawrence is gonna pick up a come from behind 3-2 decision. And that will cut the lead to 12-9 in favor of the Big Macs. On to 132 we go here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
We're going to have Jared Curcio of Kiski taking on Kenny Heyman, who bumps up to 132 for Canon-Mac. Kenny Heyman got a 2-0 decision in the semifinals over Jason Geyer of Seneca Valley. Both those guys bumping up from 126 to 132 in that semifinal match. Here Heyman bumps up. Jared Curcio did weigh in at 132. Waynesburg looks like they get on the board here next door. Caleb Morris gets a major decision win, so 22-4 is the score in favor of Seneca Valley. Here at 132 pounds, 12-9 team score in favor of Canon-Mac. Canon-Mac had rolled off 3 straight victories, 1 fall and 2 decisions. And now working for a takedown on the edge here is Curcio, but they're not going to award it. Hasn't bundled up that other leg yet. Getting close, but he stepped out of bounds. 37 seconds remain first period, no score. Short on time here in the first period, down to 11 seconds. Get set for another restart. Now late single leg shot here by Curcio, runs out of time. No score at the end of 1 between Jared Curcio and Kenny Heyman. Heyman works to the bottom here in the second period. Comes to his feet, ripped back down to the mat there by Curcio. Again, right back to his feet, but brought back down. Up into a camel stand here is Heyman. And they do award a 1-point escape to Kenny Heyman on the edge. And there was an uproar next door for another Seneca Valley fall. 28-4 is the score there. And they are through 138 pounds. Looking like the Seneca Valley Raiders are sitting pretty for third place in the WPIAL. On our feet, meanwhile, between Heyman and Curcio. The duck hunter attempt in on the leg here is Curcio, but come on up. Oh, look out here. Maybe a chance for Curcio. Now it's a who's got who on the edge of the mat. Now trying to come around behind is Heyman, and Heyman's going to get the 2. Good scramble there on the edge. And Heyman came out on top, maintains control here on the edge. 26 seconds to go and a 3-0 lead for Kenny Heyman at Canon-Mac. Out of bounds they go, 10 seconds on the clock. Time expires in the second period. Heyman with a 3-0 lead over Jared Cercio. Head-to-head here in the center of the mat. 1:43 to go, third period. It's Heyman with a 3-0 lead for Canon-Mac. Canon-Mac with a 3-point lead in the match score at 12-9. And we are right now through 5 bouts. A lot of wrestling to go here yet in the AAA championship match. Now shooting in here is Cercio. And Cercio close to 2 here, but Heyman he does get to 2, does Cercio. That makes it 3-2. He's gonna let Heyman up, it would appear. No, he shoves him out of bounds and maintains control. Still 56 seconds on the clock. And now in neutral position here as they allow the 1-point escape to Kenny Heyman. So now 4-2, and Cercio will look to get a takedown to even things up. 44 seconds on the clock. Now in on a leg here is Cercio. Trying to come around behind though is Heyman. And Heyman's close to 2, and he's got it. Try to power half to wrench him over there, did Heyman. Now Heyman's sitting pretty here, 6-2 lead. And even if he would get himself reversed here, it wouldn't be the biggest deal as long as he stays off his back. 6-2 final in favor of Kenny Heyman. And Canon-Mac goes up 15-9. On we go to 138 pounds right here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Might be a decent one here. We've got Noah Levitt of Kiski here at 138 pounds taking on Canon-Mac's Tim Hritzko. 6-point advantage for Canon-Mac in the team score right now. We're at 138 pounds. We started at heavyweight. Canon-Mac with 4 bout wins to Kiski's 2. Levitt in here, trying to finish a takedown on the edge, but out of bounds with 1:08 to go. Noah Levitt in the semifinals dropped a 3-1 decision to Waynesburg's Jackson Henson. And for Tim Hritzko, he had an easy time of it. A 16-1 technical fall over Antonio Emilio of Seneca Valley. We did see this matchup back in December 22nd, Noah Levitt with a 6-4 decision over Hritzko. So we did see a we do see a rematch from that December. This is the first one we've seen so far. And now we get a takedown here for Hritzko. And straight to his feet comes Levitt, trying to peel the hands away. And Hritzko is not going to be able to maintain control. 1-point escape there comes with 12 seconds on the clock for Noah Levitt. Bring him back to the center here for the start of the second period. And it will be Hritzko to work from the bottom here to start the second. We've only seen two bouts. The first two were decided by fall. Everything else has been just regular decisions. The last four have been 4 points or less even. So they've been tight bouts. Levitt maintains control out of bounds. 1:24 on the clock. .1:15 on the clock here in the second period. Levitt in control, riding on top here of Tim Hritzko. Hritzko up to a camel stand, now drops to a knee. Trying to come to his feet here and hauled back down to the mat right in the center there by Noah Levitt. .45 seconds to go, second period. 2-1 advantage here for Hritzko. Levitt riding on top of Hritzko here in the center of the mat. 30 seconds to go, second period. Levitt trying to ride out Hritzko for the entire period here. Coming to his feet here is Hritzko, and he's lifted right back up and brought down again on the edge, down to 10 seconds to go, and Levitt will ride out Hritzko for we got 3 seconds remaining. He'll have to ride out an extra 3 here. At the end of 2, it's 2-1 in favor of Tim Hritzko, and he will work from the top here after being ridden out by Noah Levitt in the second. Was not able to ride Levitt for very long in the first period after that initial takedown. To his feet comes Levitt. Trying to peel away, and he will get the 1-point escape. We're tied at 2. And now we can just look for first takedown wins kind of deal, even though there's still 1:30 on the clock. Lowering his level there was Hritzko looking for a shot. Fake shot there by Levitt. Waynesburg trying to make things interesting. It's now 28-19 after a fall for Trey Howard. That at 160 pounds, so they've got 4 bouts remaining, and it's a 9-point Seneca Valley advantage. Here it's 15-9, Canon-Mac in the lead. We're tied at 2 between Tim Hritzko and Noah Levitt. With only 26 seconds remaining in regulation here, we're at 138 pounds. And now things get very interesting. A forfeit to Waynesburg at 170. Cuts it to a 3-point Seneca Valley lead. 3 bouts remaining. So don't go anywhere in that third place match. Scramble here on the edge. 2-2 is our score, and this one may be our second bout that goes to overtime. Shot attempt there, and a caution for a false start. They caution Ritzko there. And we're going to overtime. Sudden victory period here between Ritzko and Levitt, our second overtime bout. We also have one at 1:13. That went to Michael Binney in ultimate tiebreaker, went the distance. Here it's sudden victory period. Takedown wins it in this period. And they'll go out of bounds with 33 seconds on the clock. Weak shot there by Ritzko. Underhook here from Ritzko. Haven't really seen a good shot from either wrestler in this sudden victory period. And it looks like they may be content ahead of the tiebreakers. Tiebreaker periods, here we come. 2-2 here at 138 pounds between Canon-Mac's Tim Ritzko. Kiski's Noah Levitt. Levitt will work from the bottom in this first 30-second tiebreaker. Again, there will be 2 tiebreaker periods unless there's a fall. That's the only way it could end in this period. It looks like Ritzko was trying to get a leg in here on Levitt, couldn't quite get it in. 15 seconds, we're halfway through this tiebreaker period. To his feet comes Levitt, and he's going to get away. 1 point escape, and remember, Levitt was able to ride out Ritzko in the second period, so if he's able to ride him again for 30 seconds, that will be the difference. We'll head to the second tiebreaker period. To the bottom now will be Tim Ritzko, and if Levitt can ride him out, he wins it. But quickly trying to get away here, and Ritzko is not able to get away. Coming up around the waist, trying to haul him back down to the mat here is Levitt, and they roll out of bounds. No, they do roll out of bounds. They do not give the escape, much to the chagrin of the Canon-Mac faithful. Kiski liked the call, Canon-Mac did not. Go figure. Look out here, Levitt. It's a scramble here in the center of the mat. Close to getting a reversal is Ritzko. Can he get his foot free? 5 seconds to go. Now he's just trying to kick out and get the escape. And he won't get away. Hanging on for a 3-2 victory in overtime. Double overtime is Noah Levitt. And that will make the score 15-12 in favor of Canon-Mac. Back with 145-pound action. Next here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For a weekly in-depth look at boys and girls high school basketball in the district, log on to the WPIAL Roundball Report every Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Join experts Chris Harlan, Sean Myers, and James Dotson for coaches' interviews and the latest hoops news around the WPIAL. Oh, and Don Rebel is back on the show as well. That's the WPIAL Roundball Report, Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
We've got a tight one here in the championship match. We're at 145 pounds. We are exactly halfway through the championship match, 7 bouts in, and Canon-Mac has a 15-12 lead over Kiski. A little bit of controversy, if you will, in the last bout. had the fans in an uproar a bit as Noah Levitt was awarded a 3-2 double overtime decision as an escape was never awarded to Tim Ritzko in that second tiebreaker period. So on we go to 145. Tanner Rohaley of Canon-Mac, Cam Connor of Kiski. And they are about 45 seconds in scoreless. Shot attempt here by Connor, trying to come up through the legs of Rohaley. And close to getting the takedown here is Connor. He can grab that right leg before Rohaley gets out of bounds. And Rohaley does a nice job to get out. Boy, it looked like Connor was in great position for a takedown there, but just could not get a hold of the right leg of Tanner Rohaley. Neutral as they come back to the center, 36 seconds to go in the first period. Jason Tennant with you here at Trinity High School, the WPIAL AAA championship match. And Cam Connor looking for a takedown here on the edge. Can't quite, or not the edge, right in the center of the mat. He will get the takedown. And Connor leads for Kiski by a score of 2-0. A decision for Connor would knot the match score at 15 all with 6 bouts to go. Haley to his feet but brought back down. They get out of bounds. 8 seconds to go first period. These two did not meet. In fact, Rohaley wrestled at 152 back in December as we get the end of one period, 2-0 in favor of Cam Connor. Back in December when these two teams met, it was Rohaley at 52. Connor was in his spot at 45. Connor won about that night against Dimitri Payu by major decision, and Rohaley was actually pinned by Jack Bloomer, who we'll see in the next weight class. Again that night, Canon-Mac with a 36-27 win over Kiski. Kiski looking to avenge that loss and win the WPIAL title, same way they did last year by defeating Canon-Mac. Minute 35 to go, second period. Riding on top here is Cam Connor out of Kiski. To his feet comes Rohaley, trying to peel the hands of Connor away here on the edge of the mat. And he will get away for the 1-point escape. It's 2-1. Shot attempt here on the left leg of Rohaley from Connor. And they get out of bounds with 59 seconds on the clock, second period. 2-1, Cam Connor at Kiski with a lead. Next door, things, Seneca Valley leading 33-25, I believe, this bout and one more to go, which means that Waynesburg needs some bonus points, and they're trailing right now 4-2 at 195 pounds. They would need a decision and a, well, they could do it with a Well, they need a decision and a fall, basically, to win in the final two bouts. Down to 30 seconds to go here, second period. And a shot attempt by Connor. Started with a double, works to a single. Trying to finish this here on the edge. 18 seconds to go. Haley doing a nice job of fighting it off. Still driving in, now lost the grip there, did Connor. 6 seconds short on time. Haley trying to come around and get the takedown. And he will not get it. Time expires. We head to the third. Connor with a 2-1 lead, where a decision for Kiski would even the match, score at 15. Underway here, third period. Connor works from the bottom. And the screams you hear next door are Seneca Valley qualifying for the state team tournament. They have put it out of reach with a fall at 195. It's 39-25 with just one bout to go. So a team in Seneca Valley, as they have a restart here with 112, a team in Seneca Valley that thought they were defeated Wednesday night. They had lost on criteria to Hempfield, and then the next day find out that they're back in due to an ineligible wrestler used by Hempfield. So Seneca Valley went from being eliminated from the team tournament completely on Wednesday night to now qualifying for the state tournament with a third place finish in the WPIAL. Final score 39-31 after Seneca Valley forfeits the final weight class. So they're third, Waynesburg fourth, Seneca Valley goes on to states. Here it's 2-1 in favor of Cam Connor, leading over Tanner Rohaley. And Rohaley riding on top with 38 seconds to go, and Connor's going to be let go by Rohaley, and it's 3-1 in favor of Cam Connor. Rohaley has to look for a takedown here to even up the match. And he's in, no. Pushed back there by Connor. Out of bounds they go, 19 seconds remain here. Stall warning and a 2-point takedown here for Connor, and that'll make it 5-1, and we are going to have a tied score of 15-15 after a 5-1 decision for Cam Connor. It's 15 all, 6 bouts to go, on to 152 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday at 7 o'clock on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Each week, we'll take a look at the latest happenings on the mat from around the WPIAL, talk with coaches, and get you set for what's to come as the season rolls on. Come out and see us every Monday as the show we broadcast live from 40 Bar and Grill just west of Washington on Route 40. Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7 o'clock only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
It'll be Dimitri Payu for Canon-Mac bumping up here from 145 to wrestle 152. And Payu wrestles Jack Bloomer of Kiski. Pretty tough customer from Kiski here. Place where I'm sure the Cavaliers are looking to get out in front. They have not led since winning the heavyweight bout where we started this match. They led 6-0. Canon-Mac quickly evened it and then has had the lead up until Kiski tied it in the last bout at 145. Trying to come to his feet there is Payu. Half in on Payu from Connor. Now he lets go of that. Maybe a power half here from, not Connor, Jack Bloomer, excuse me. Payu to his feet. Oh, a locked hands call here on Bloomer, and that'll give a point to Payu. Penalty point awarded to Dimitri Payu on a locked hands, and now we're going to see some injury time here to Dimitri Payu. While they tend to him, we will step aside. 15-all is our score this bout, and 5 more to go to decide the WPIAL champion here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
It was a brief interruption for injury to Payu, and now we're going to get a potentially dangerous call as that arm from Payu was getting yanked in an awkward position as Bloomer was trying to run that bar. 26 seconds to go here in the first period. Lifted and brought right back down to the mat here by Bloomer is Payu. And we're down to 15 seconds to go. Now going to try to run this. Oh, there's that arm again. And they called it before. They got to call it again. Man, the shoulder looks like it's about to be dislocated on that. And they do blow it dead again. But they seem to let it go a little longer that time. Down to 8 seconds. And the first period is going to come to a close. 2-1 is the lead in favor of Jack Bloomer of Kiski. To his feet here comes Bloomer off the whistle, and he will cut away. And he'll take a 3-1 lead early here in the second. Down on the leg here of Payu. Doesn't have the right leg yet, does Bloomer. Now he's going to lift up the left leg and try to trip him down here for the takedown. And he will do so. Nice execution there by Jack Bloomer, and he goes up 5-1 here in the second period. One point escape was awarded. It's 5-2. And we'll have a restart just over halfway through the bout. 59 seconds to go. Second period, it's 5-2. And now another takedown here for Bloomer, and it's 7-2. .23 seconds to go, second period. Bloomer still riding on top. To his feet came Payu. Still down on the ankle here as Bloomer trying to maintain control, just hanging on to that ankle. And This can't last for very long. You get a stall call, and they go out of bounds. 4 seconds remain, second period. Time expires in the second. 7-2 lead for Bloomer. As Kiski looks for the lead here at 152 pounds. We are tied at 15 in the match. Paiu was going to work from the bottom to start the third, but it's, they say go neutral as Bloomer gives them the escape before the restart. 7-3. Shot attempt there, now caught in the front headlock by Paiu. Trying to get around behind. And now on the edge of the mat. Bloomer going to try to yank him back in and grab the other ankle. Did he get it? No. Very close, but Paiu able to keep that left ankle out of danger. 7-3 is our score. 1:22 to go here in the third. Bloomer, again close, and he does get the two. They're going to let Paiu up. And it's 9-4 with 55 seconds to go. You got 55 seconds for Bloomer. You think he probably might try to extend this to a major here. If he can get a quick takedown, let him up again. We'll see. Needs to grab the right leg if he can do so. Just missed it again. Paiu's pretty good at getting, even if he's got one leg under control, he gets that other one out of dodge. And Bloomer has missed at least 3 chances on the edge because he couldn't bundle that other leg. Stall warning against Paiu as he backs out off the mat. 30 seconds to go. 25 seconds remain here in regulation. Look out here is a chance for Paiu to get a takedown, and he will. That'll cut it to 9-6, but short on time. Bloomer is going to walk away with a 9-6 decision here, and that will give Kiski the lead back at 18-15. 5 bouts to go. We're on to 160 after this on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
If you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
We're going to have Skylar Adams bumping up from Canon-Mac here to 160. And he is taking on Nick Delp. I say Adams up for Canon-Mac against Nick Delp out of Kiski. I might have reversed that. And a 2-0 lead for Delp as he gets the opening takedown here right off the bat. Delp actually wrestled against Ninehouse at 160 in that match in December. Ninehouse this match weighed in at 170. He's been 160 for the season, but beefs up a little bit for today's matchup, does Ninehouse. Weighs in at 170. I believe he was about 9/10 of a pound over the limit for 160. Trying to run a wing here is Nick Delp. We have not seen anything other than, now has Adams leaning a little bit here, and he's got Adams going to his back. Getting near fall here is Nick Delp. We have not seen near fall, I don't think, since 106 pounds. And now double bars, and he's got him pinned. Time of that fall is 1:19 for Nick Delp. And that will make the score 24-15 in favor of Kiski. 4 bouts remaining, and as I look away, they're not right down a score. Skylar Adams is being looked at by trainers as he was in a bad way there. Adams is hurt. And they're checking. This is one of those where they're checking for feeling. I mean, this was on the neck, and you hate to see anything like this occur. To me, I mean, I'd have to look at it didn't look anything out of the ordinary for that fall, but I mean, you see that position from time to time. It's not a pleasant way to get pinned, but I don't know that you see the neck injuries occur. And I mean, they're taking a look at him right now. There was nothing called by the officials as potentially dangerous or anything of that nature. And now we get parents involved, and they want to make sure that the parents are not He is, obviously you can see here on the video, he is moving his legs, which is a very good sign. And now things are getting a little out of control. I don't think the question is to how the pin occurred. I think the question is how the officials responded to it. While we have this prolonged delay due to an injury to Skylar Adams of Canon-Mac as he was pinned. They will continue to look at him. We will step aside and bring you back here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more.
play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday at 7 o'clock on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Each week, we'll take a look at the latest happenings on the mat from around the WPIAL, talk with coaches, and get you set for what's to come as the season rolls on. Come out and see us every Monday as the show we broadcast live from 40 Bar and Grill just west of Washington on Route 40. Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7 o'clock only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
If you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
Back here at Trinity High School in the WPIAL AAA Wrestling Championship match. Jason Tennant with you, and we are in a lengthy delay as Skylar Adams of Canon-McMillan is being placed in a neck brace. And I'm assuming he'll be completely immobilized to be taken away from the gym. I mean, I can tell you that we've seen video of him moving his legs. So we certainly thoughts and prayers with Skylar Adams of Canon-McMillan as this delay continues. He was pinned in double bars by Nick Delp, and I have to apologize as I was looking to get a time on the fall. Apparently his neck rolled up, or his head rolled up under as the bars got a little loose. And I failed to see that. I'm sure we have video of it, but that is what caused this injury as his neck got basically folded up behind his back, if you can imagine that. And that's certainly a scary situation here for all involved. And there was some heated moments shortly after it occurred with the Canon-Mac folks, but things have settled down. But still, all thoughts are right now with the well-being of Skylar Adams. Team score is right now 24-15 in favor of Kiski after they evened the match up at 145. They've rolled off 4 straight wins after Canon-Mac had rolled off 4 of 5. Kiski tied it at 15 with a overtime decision for Noah Levitt. Tied it with Cam Connor's decision at 145, 5-1 over Tanner O'Haley. Jack Bloomer picked up a 9-6 decision to make it 18-15, and then Nick Delp Really got things rolling for Kiski with a fall to make it 24-15. But that fall is the reason we sit here still tending to Skylar Adams. And they will take as long as they need to with this, because obviously when you're dealing with anything that could involve a neck or head injury, every precaution must be taken, and rightfully so. I have not seen anything in the way of a backboard or anything coming out here yet. Assume that there will be an ambulance waiting, but have not seen anything other than just the regular training staff here on hand from the schools. And that may be what we were waiting on. Maybe waiting on paramedics and an ambulance to arrive here at Trinity. We'll step aside again, bring you back here to Trinity High School on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDrivesYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Recor-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
Check out the new Trib Live High School Sports Network on social media this season. For breaking news, scores, pictures, videos, links to our articles, and more, follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle Trib Live HSSN. Get in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/Trib Live HSSN. And on our YouTube channel, you can find thousands of interviews with local student athletes and coaches, plus highlights and full games. The spot for Western Pennsylvania high school sports on social media this season is the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday at 7 o'clock on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Each week, we'll take a look at the latest happenings on the mat from around the WPIAL, talk with coaches, and get you set for what's to come as the season rolls on. Come out and see us every Monday as the show rebroadcasts live from 40 Bar and Grill just west of Washington on Route 40. Inside the WPIAL Wrestling Circle every Monday night at 7 o'clock only here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
While the weather outside may be frightful, the winter high school sports is delightful. That's here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Log on to the Trib, hssn.triblive.com for weekly audio and video coverage of boys and girls high school basketball, WPIAL wrestling, and PIHL high school hockey. The warmth and the glow of the winter sports season may be heard daily on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
Trib Live has a little something for everyone. Sports from high school to the pros. News from across the street and around the world. Arts and entertainment, lifestyles, opinion, weather, photo galleries, video. You can even find your next job, house, and car. So look alive, Pittsburgh, and get the news you want and information you need all in one place. TribLive.com. TribLive.com. News and more 24/7.
Hi, this is Josh Roundtree with the new Trib Live High School Sports Network's PIHL Power Play Show. This winter, myself and the coach, Kevin Zilmansky, will bring you the most comprehensive coverage of high school hockey in Western PA. Hey, Kevin, any suggestions on how we can pull it off?
We're not goons. We're not bullies. No matter what people say or do, we have to be ourselves.
Okay. Well, word is that you've been letting success go to your head a bit.
Okay, what I do is none of your business. Is that clear?
This should be a fun season. It's the PIHL Power Play Show every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on the new Trib Live High School Sports Network.
For a weekly in-depth look at boys and girls high school basketball in the district, log on to the WPIAL Round Ball Report every Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Join experts Chris Harlan, Sean Myers, and James Dotson for coaches' interviews and the latest hoops news around the WPIAL. Oh, and Don Rebel is back on the show as well. That's the WPIAL Round Ball Report, Wednesday at 6 p.m. here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
380 Discount Warehouse in Murraysville carries a full line of brand new furniture at discount pricing. 380 Discount Warehouse carries Ashley, Liberty, Vaughn Bassett, and Best Home Furniture, and many more. You can special order your furniture at discount pricing. While you're there, shop the many other departments, including tools, automotive, food, pet and wildlife, household goods and cleaning supplies, lawn and garden, and seasonal holiday decor. Visit them on the web at shop380.com or on the road at Route 380 in Murraysville. Open Tuesday through Sunday 9 to 5. Shop 380 Discount Warehouse and save big.
If you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
Back here at Trinity High School, and as you can see, still tending to Skylar Adams. We do have the ambulance on site now. Paramedics now have kind of taken over the procedures here to get Adams on a backboard and obviously off to get the treatment he will need. If you're just joining us, Skylar Adams was pinned at 160 pounds by Nick Delp of Kiski in double bars. Very scary situation as his head got up and kind of rolled underneath him. And this has been a very lengthy delay as they have been tending to Adams. They were obviously worried about neck. They were checking for feeling. We did see movement in legs. I can tell you that. But a scary situation anytime you see something like this occur, whether it, we see ambulances on football fields from time to time. We see this might be the most drastic I've seen at a wrestling match, but very serious situation anytime you get one of these young athletes involved in a potentially serious injury. A round of applause and an ovation here for Skylar Adams, who is being taken to a waiting ambulance outside, and certainly thoughts and prayers with that young man from Canon-McMillan High School. It's going to be hard to get back into wrestling mode after this for both of these teams, but the match will go on. And It's got to be tough to get your head back into it after something like that occurs. But especially from the perspective of Canon-McMillan, they have got to rally because they're down 9 with 4 bouts to go. And they've got to put this behind them and rally. And obviously you can just about guarantee the rally cry will be winner for Schuyler. And we'll see how things go as we will get back underway here. It's at 170 pounds. They will be bumping Canon-Mac. Well, Garrett Ninehouse weighs in at 170, but apparently they're going to bump him up to 182 as he is not coming out here at 170. It'll be Evan Miller for Canon-Mac. And it will be Colin Murray. He's not bumping up. Evan Miller is weighed in at 170, and he's taking on Colin Murray. Both these guys weighing in at 170. Kiski with a 9-point advantage here, 24-15 in the team score, and wrestling is back underway. The show must go on. And in a championship match at that. 4 bouts remaining to determine the WPIAL champion. And Kiski has a 9-point lead. Shot in there by Murray off the edge of the mat. Miller tries to come around behind and he gets the takedown. Evan Miller in front, 2-0. And if Canon-Mac is able to get a win here from Miller at 170, they have Ninehouse waiting for 182, and things could come down to a fantastic finish for sure. 1-point escape was awarded here to Colin Murray of Kiski. Now front headlock again from Miller. Can he get around behind again? They go out of bounds. Well, at least Murray does, and they'll coax them back to the center without a restart. Now in on a shot here is Murray. On the edge of the mat, going to try to power through here is Colin Murray. Now switches to just a single leg. Miller trying to come around behind again. He's got to get his leg free. 7 seconds on the clock here in this first period. I don't think Miller's going to get around. No, time expires. 2-1. Miller leads 2-1 here through 1 period. Miller working from the bottom here to start the second period. Comes to his feet, trying to peel the hands away, and they'll go out of bounds. 1:46 to go second period. Evan Miller again for Canon-Mac will come away. Just comes to his feet and easily peels away as Murray, I think, kind of let him go. Now Murray trying to get a takedown on the edge, and he does. Spins around behind, gets the takedown. It's 1:25 to go second period, and we are tied at 3. Cutting away here is Miller. He'll go back in front, 4-3. Front headlock here from Miller. Halfway through the bout. Back to their feet they come. Shot attempt there, and off the edge they go. .45 seconds remain here, second period. Miller with a 4-3 lead. Evan Miller of Canon-Mac, Colin Murray of Kiski. We're at 170 pounds, 3 bouts to go after this one. Miller trying to cut into Kiski's 9-point lead. And now Murray in on a single leg here, trying to power through this. Coming up over the back is Miller. Maybe a chance for Murray to come up through the crotch here, but time expires and we're through 2 periods, 4-3 in favor of Evan Miller of Canon-Mac. And it'll be the choice of Murray's. He'll choose down, and Evan Miller immediately signals let's go neutral, so award the escape to Murray before the restart. And it's 4-4 as we start the third period. .25 seconds gone. Front headlock here from Miller. He used that to come around behind, and he does again. Can he get the takedown? There it is. Miller leads 6-4. Now goes to a half on the left side. Can't turn him with it. Up to his base here is Murray. These two did not meet back in December. Miller wrestled Justin Hessam to an 8-6 decision. That's where the match started back in December at 170 pounds. Canon-Mac has Miller in good position here with 45 seconds to go in regulation. Sit-out attempt here by Murray. Miller still in control. 35 seconds remain. Down to 20 seconds. And time is going to expire, and Evan Miller is going to cut into this 9-point lead. Miller with a 6-4 decision will make the score 24-18. 3 bouts remaining. Kiski up by 6. We're on to 182 here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The team at UPMC Sports Medicine doesn't just rebuild wrists and knees. They build better athletes. Athletes at every level who want to get stronger and faster and prevent injuries. Fact is, no other sports medicine program in the region is more experienced when it comes to treating, training, and inspiring athletes. UPMC, the official healthcare provider of the Penguins, Steelers, and you. Find out more at upmcsportsmedicine.com.
Logan Pollock for Kiski. It's Garrett Ninehouse for Canon-Mac here at 182 pounds. Ninehouse will bump up to 182 pounds, and obviously Canon-Mac is hoping for big things out of Garrett Ninehouse. They trail by 6. He could even the match with a fall. And now Garrett will get the takedown. Ninehouse in front 2-0. Minute 20 on the clock here. First period, Nine House with the lead, 2-0. Garrett Ninehouse has wrestled a lot of 160 this season. Now he's going to turn. Pollock to his back and looking for the fall here is Ninehouse. Tries to tighten it up, but he loses it. Near fall points coming to Ninehouse. It's 5-0. Canon-Mac needs the fall to even things up here with 2 bouts remaining after this one. And Ninehouse was pretty close to getting it there just moments ago, down to 41 seconds remaining. Tries to get a half here, does Ninehouse. He's got an arm bar up on the back as well. Down to 15 seconds to go. And yeah, there's not a whole lot going on from Logan Pollock on bottom. Nonetheless, we'll head to the second period, 5-0. Get a caution on the restart. Ninehouse working from the bottom here in this second period. So far flattened out by Pollock, and Pollock now Ninehouse trying to come out the back door here potentially. Now getting out to the side, he will get the 2-point reversal. Garrett Ninehouse 7-0 the lead, and now we'll see if Ninehouse can turn Pollock. He was able to in that first period. And nearly had him pinned. Ninehouse giving up some weight here to Pollock. Pollock weighing in at 174.4. And Ninehouse just weighed in heavy enough to qualify for 170 at 162.9. And now going to turn him to his back, and here's Ninehouse getting the fall. Time of the fall is 3:10 for Garrett Ninehouse of Canon-Mac. And we are tied at 24 with 2 bouts to go. Back here to Trinity on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
AstroTurf, a pioneer in sports surfacing, proudly supports high school athletics. Visit one of their 280 fields in the tri-state area to see their cutting-edge technology. AstroTurf's focus on R&D enables them to provide innovative surfaces that protect athletes and stand the test of time. AstroTurf now propels performance with iconic turf fields and legendary Record-Tan tracks. They manufacture, build, and maintain a full range of turf and track systems for total quality control. Learn more at astroturf.com.
Here at 195 pounds, we have Troy Kuhn for Kiski taking on Alec Hendel of Canon-Mac. Going back to the December matchup, these two did not wrestle. At 195, Hendel did wrestle, and he was actually pinned by Kiski's Danny Starr. But instead of Starr this afternoon, it will be Troy Kuhn, and we are underway at 195. It's 24-24 on the team score. This bout and one more remaining to decide the WPIAL champion. On the leg here is Hendel. Trying to get out of bounds. is Troy Kuhn. But that leg lifted up by Hendel. Hendel's got control of the left leg. Not a whole lot of control over it now. And now they'll go out of bounds. 44 seconds to go in the first. Seconds to go. First period action here between Canon-Mac's Alec Hendel, Kiski's Troy Kuhn, 195 pounds. Down to 10 seconds. Time expires. Hendel will defer his choice to the third period, and Kuhn will go ahead and choose bottom for the second. Coming to his feet here is Kuhn, and brought back down by Hendel. Canon-Mac's calling, I think they were calling for, well, I'm not sure what that was. Alec Hendel maybe was looking for a half on that right side. Now switches to the left side here as Kuhn comes to his feet, trying to cut away, lifted. And now, a chance here for Kuhn. Very close to not only reversing, but getting Hendel on his back. Instead, he does get just the reversal. And now, coming to his feet, and look out here. In a bad way with a half is Alec Hendel. But they get out of bounds. 48 seconds remain. Kuhn had the half locked in a standing position, and nearly, if he could have broke Hendel down to the mat, he would have put him right on his back right there, but Hendel was able to fight it off and get out of bounds. It's 2-0 with 48 seconds to go in the second. Canon-Mac will have Zach Rohaley at 220. Kiski will have an option of either Danny Starr or Zach Insko. And no matter what happens here, the match will come down to the final bout. Into the third period we go. It's 2-0 in favor of Troy Kuhn out of Kiski. Trying to give the Cavaliers the advantage heading into the final bout. Here's Hendel's choice in this third period. He chose neutral. I would like to know what Kiski is yelling. It's got to be a nickname for Troy Kuhn, but I'm just not sure what it is. Munchie, it sounds like. They go out of bounds. 1:07 on the clock. 2-0. Troy Kuhn of Kiski. We're down to 45 seconds. And out of bounds they go with 19 on the clock. Full fire and scary. It's empty. Look out, Alec Hendel. Couldn't quite get it. And it's going to be a 2-0 decision for Troy Kuhn. And Kiski will have the 3-point advantage as we head into the final bout. It is 27-24. One bout remaining here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
If you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
It will be Danny Starr of Kiski bumping up to 220 to take on Zach Rohaley. They're out of bounds with 21 seconds gone. In the bout, a 3-point lead for Kiski here, 27-24. If this would end with a decision for Rohaley, it would go to the criteria. And of course, the first criteria of bouts 1 would be even. Six-point victories, I think, would belong to Kiski. Well, no, I think they'd be even there as well. 2 apiece. Yep. Once it gets beyond the first couple, I rely on the officials to decide. Here's Rohaley on the single, and he comes up to a bear hug, but they get out of bounds. 1 minute gone in the period. In on a shot here, Starr. Trying to pull Rohaley back in, and he put Rohaley on his back. Getting near fall points here is Starr, and Rohaley's in trouble. And there's the fall, and Kiski is your WPIAL champion. Time of the fall is 1:22 for Danny Starr. And he is the Cavaliers' hero with a fall in 1:22. Final score, 33-24 in favor of the Kiski Cavaliers. They are your WPIAL champions. Canon-Mac, your runner-up. And Seneca Valley with a win over Waynesburg earlier, 39-31, takes third. We will step aside for 1 minute, come back and wrap it up here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
If you're a working professional ready to move up in your career, Seton Hill University has a program just for you. Seton Hill's adult degree program offers flexible undergraduate degree courses in areas like accounting, criminal justice, business, and human services. The adult degree program has 5 start dates a year and offers convenient course times, financial aid, a 96% placement rate, and career services for life. Register for our next info session and learn more at setonhill.edu/ADP. Seton Hill University, this way up.
People ask what drives me. It's the respect I have for my opponents, the trust I have in my teammates, a coach who treats me with dignity, and a university that has faith in me on and off the field. That's what keeps me focused, why I practice harder, play my heart out. I play to win. I play for Carlo. Tell us your story using #WhatDriveSYou.
Carlo University is a proud sponsor of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
The WPIAL trophy is going to the Kiski Cavaliers. Second year in a row they defeat Canon-McMillan in these finals. 33-24 the final. Here's the way it went down. We started at 285. Isaac Reed of Kiski picked up a fall in 38 seconds over Canon-Mac's GMR Ramos and led 6-0. The match was tied at 6 after a fall for Jimmy Baxter of Canon-Mac over Sammy Starr in 540. At 113 pounds, a ultimate tiebreaker 8-7 decision for Michael Binney of Canon-Mac over Dom Giordano of Kiski made it 9-6 Canon-Mac. At 120, a 5-1 decision for Logan Macri over Kiski's Darren Miller made it 12-6 in favor of the Big Macs. Kiski's Bobby Lawrence would pick up a 3-2 decision over Jacob Gardner of Canon-Mac at 126, and the score was 12-9 Canon-Mac. At 132, it was a 6-2 decision for Kenny Heyman of Canon-Mac over Jared Acercio, and the score was 15-9 in favor of the Big Macs. At 138, a 3-2 double overtime victory for Noah Levitt over Tim Ritzko. Levitt of Kiski shortened the lead to 15-12, and then we were evened up at 15 after a 5-1 decision at 145 for Kiski's Cam Connor over Tanner Rohaley. At 152 pounds, it was Jack Bloomer of Kiski with a 9-6 decision over Dimitri Payu. Kiski had the lead back at 18-15. They would extend it with a fall at 160 pounds that created a very scary situation. Nick Delp, winner by fall in 119 over Skylar Adams, and Skylar Adams was treated, immobilized, put on a backboard and a neck brace. It was a very lengthy delay, and certainly thoughts and prayers are with Skylar Adams as he was taken from this match via ambulance. After a long delay, we did resume at 170 pounds with Kiski leading by 9. Evan Miller of Canon-Mac picked up a 6-4 decision over Colin Murray to make the lead just 6. And then at 182, a fall in 310 for Garrett Ninehouse over Logan Pollock tied the score at 24 all. At 195, a 2-0 decision for Troy Kuhn of Kiski over Alec Kendall made it 27-24, and then the final exclamation point is placed by Danny Starr of Kiski, falling 122 over Zach Rohaley. Final score 33-24, and congratulations to the Kiski area Cavaliers. They are your WPIAL champions. That is going to do it for the WPIAL team season, obviously, here on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. State tournament action is ahead for 3 of these 4 AAA teams that competed here today. Kiski, Canon-McMillan, and also Seneca Valley on to the state tournament. But next up, WPIAL-wise, will be the individuals. Those tournaments begin in just a couple of weeks. Of course, be tuned to Trib Live High School Sports Network for all of that action as well. I'm Jason Tennant saying so long from Trinity High School. Again, your WPIAL AAA champions, the Kiski Cavaliers. They defeat Canon-Mac by a final score of 33-24. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
You have been listening to WPIAL Wrestling on the Trib Live High School Sports Network, sponsored by UPMC Sports Medicine, by Carlo University, by AstroTurf, and by Trib Total Media. You can follow the 2017-2018 WPIAL Wrestling season every day by logging on to tribhssn.triblive.com. The preceding has been a special presentation of the Trib Live High School Sports Network.